Hello, everyone. I have no idea who's going to watch this, but I've been making videos for my students, and so I thought I would make one for the universe. I don't know. It's coronavirus, y'all. I don't know. And so I'm up this morning. I got my overalls on. That means I'm ready for business. And I just thought I would share some thoughts on how I'm getting through this global crisis. So here's a suggestion, and this is maybe just for the female crowd, although I don't know, I don't want to discriminate. My mom had a friend who once gave me this life advice, and she said, shave your legs every day. It will make you feel better. And that is so true and correct. So every day of this coronavirus, I have shaved my legs. You know what? I feel good. Smooth legs, smooth life. I don't know how that works, but I'm taking it. Here's something else that happened to me in this coronavirus crisis. I was making some dinner the other night and it called for a sprinkling of seasoning salt where you like open that side and you sprinkle. But what I did was I opened this side and I sprinkled. And so that's a lot. That's a lot of seasoning salt. And my dish is salty. And so did I throw it out? No, I sure didn't. Am I going to eat every bite? I absolutely am. Are my arteries clogging? Probably, but it's this coronavirus, and I might be, running out of food in a few days, and I'll look back and think, why did I throw that out? I'm eating every bite, and it is well seasoned, like well seasoned. So that's all the craziness I got today. I thought here's some things I'm thinking about. So yesterday on Facebook, I saw this little picture. This is Buddha Doodles, and I love them so much. And you should follow her on Facebook and go to Patreon and support her financially and do whatever you can for this woman because she's amazing. But she makes these little doodles, and I just thought this was so sweet and kind and wonderful. And I think my brain tries to tell me that I'm so alone right now. I live alone, and here we are in this crazy thing. But I'm really, really not. And I've been encouraged actually by what I've been seeing lately. The intentional connection that people are having, and checking on each other, and even through screens, through FaceTime and Zoom and different ways that we can all like get together and support each other, and that's been so encouraging to me. And I'm thinking about our society and how we live in this like frenzied crazy pace that we never ever slow down, and it's not okay to slow down. And this crisis has forced people to go home and to stay home and to be with their families, and for parents to sit at the kitchen table with their kids and work on homework, which as a teacher, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it so much. And I hope I'm being helpful to all my students. I don't know if I am. But I remember about 10 years ago, I heard this sermon, or somebody was talking, and he was talking about his next door neighbor, and she had been diagnosed with cancer, and she was going through all the cancer treatments. So she wasn't going to work, and she was home while she was going through that. And he said every single morning she would take a lawn chair and she would go out in the front yard and she would sit and she would watch the sunrise. And he one day he walked over and he asked her about it, and she said, it has taken getting cancer for me to slow down and do the things I should have been doing all along. And it reminds me of this situation here we're in. Perhaps for our society, it's taken this huge virus and this huge, you know, epidemic, pandemic, whatever we call it, for us to slow down a second, and to actually, maybe change our priorities or the way we're looking at things, to actually start thinking about, wow, maybe what I'm doing right now could have an effect on other people. So I'm going to follow the suggestions, so that I'm not negatively impacting the people around me. It's making us think about really checking in on the people we love, and keeping those connections right now. It's making us think about what is really essential rather than, what is just excess right now. And I don't know. I think it's given us a lot of thoughts, and I really hope that as we go forward, maybe our society is going to shift a little and change a little and take some of these insights that we're getting and carry them through and not just jump back into that frenzied pace that we feel so much pressure. So that's my thoughts for this morning. Thank you for watching this video. And I love the world out there, and I hope everyone's doing well. And that's all I got. Bye.